Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. This is the Prophecy League, and we have just reached Act 2 of Normal. I restarted the game, and the sound is back. So there was also a small hotfix that had to be downloaded, so the problem might have already been fixed. We shall see. I dropped Cold Nova or Frost Nova and picked up a Flame Dash. We're not using Frost Nova, so I figured let's just get rid of it. There's no point in carrying a skill along and accidentally using it if it's not doing anything for us. So we got the Flame Dash just as a movement skill, and things should be good. We got 5 prophecies active at the moment, so things are gonna get interesting. One is specifically tied to the crossroads, the next area. Also, greater mana. That is something we will upgrade into. So, I approve. And someone ate the road. If I were the road, where would I hide? Also, where's Gneiss? There's Gneiss. Here. So, I also loaded up on some of my MTXs just to look more prophecy-like. So our helmets, our body and shields, which are all rares and therefore less likely to get replaced, are now actually looking rather fancy. And I think we're actually gonna go down into the rabbit hole first. And then we move on to the crossroads. On higher difficulties I skipped this, but getting a rare belt might be useful, and especially because Prophecy League will have interesting things happen in multiple areas. There's not really a lot of good opportunities
Just need
to
a moment to catch my breath.
Go off by myself. Let's see. Ah yes, we were going up here for some life regen. Okay, I need 2 casts to kill the bears. That's, I think, a sign that we need more damage. We're getting weak. We can no longer one-shot very tough and tanky mobs. Clearly this is broken. Nah, just kidding. In case you hadn't noticed the slight hint of sarcasm. We are still very powerful, that we can 2-hit kill these bears. That's still quite an achievement. Also, Goat Horn, triple link. That one is gonna explode in the frost bomb. Oh yeah. And, oh, Great White Beast. Lucky. I usually end up doing full clears in this area. Okay. And he also appears to be on the list of things to kill. So, anything else? Aiden the Frenzied, Bravalo, which is in the crossroads. Nadia, not quite sure. Kuro is in the caverns, that's the new drop bear boss. Solmorn, I don't remember, and Tilsinger is also in the northern forest. Ah, well. Let's take the bomb them away. Okay. Oh, strongbox. There was a prophecy about strongboxes and exiles. So let's identify this. It releases caustic clouds. Okay, so drop down a bomb, hit this, we get a Exile on top.
A chest
Prophecy
of goods
complete.
hides many challenges, but one goes
Right,
unseen, even to the wise.
So then the next Exile we kill,
One like you roams the land.
summon the
but they
warband.
adopt the thirst of many.
Nice. So we had two prophecies escalate into each other. So the chest summoned a rogue exile, and the rogue exile summoned the warband, and they were unrelated prophecies, but they cascaded into each other. I like it. The more I play it, the more I like it. Yeah, see the scout and waiting in ambush. Or waiting in ambush first and then the scout. I like it. So we got Plague Maw remaining, which will remain open, and Fallow at last is going to be in the crossroads. So let's see. Where is that exit? Oh, it's going to be to the northeast. I like how they managed to drag in the warbands, and I've already seen in the achievements there is mention of Beyond Demons. There's actually an achievement for slaying each and every one of the Beyond Demons, which I think, of course, is awesome. But of course, I do have a little bit of a bias for always wanting to kill Haast, one of the Beyond Demons. Him and me, we have a history. Okay, so we have to look for the ruins of a house. Maybe this one, because it actually has lore in it. We have to fight off waves of monsters also. I saw a ghost. Really? Yes, I did saw a ghost.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Let's chase the ghost. Oi. No, don't die. Or don't flee. If you die, at least make me kill you. That failed. That's the downside, of course, of ghosts. If there's no rares nearby, or no uniques nearby, they're rather useless. We get a whole bunch more life regen and other good stuff. Can we shuffle things around here? Yeah, I think we can. Can we? No, that's actually not gonna happen. So there's a round shield here that is useful to pick up. But first, a waypoint. That way we will also see if... Oh, of course, the area is gonna remain here. It will be there when we get back. We will return. Let's see, anything in here that is potentially interesting. 20% increased elemental damage. Well, it is not a +1 to skill gems, so it's not going to be as good. Boots and gloves, well, what we currently have is pretty rubbish. So anything is better. This has movement speed, so it's going to win. This one is also going to be better, so we keep those. Actually, striped leather, that's what we're currently using. Resistances, life, evasion rating. Oh, this is an upgrade. So far, so good. So we have a couple of scrolls here. Put some flasks away, goat's horn. Just put that away as well. So this is going to be an upgrade. Do we have a place to put this? We probably should recolor our helmet. Lucky ducky. So we put frost bomb in there, cold damage in here. Take this out, put this one in. Then have some other items to double check. Yeah, this is, I think this is an upgrade, so I might as well reclaim the effect, reapply it, and things are gonna be good. So, items I've used, I'm just gonna put them in the stash for leveling items. This is gonna be for crafting, let's put it in sorting, and this is just gonna be for sale. I wanna keep a couple of iron rings on hand in case I need more arbitrary resistance rings, a rare life belt or energy shield belt. Let's go for life for now. So let's see, we get a bit of life regen on our current one, but this one is get us extra lightning resistance and some flask stuff, so that's pretty good. But this is still a very strong belt, so we will keep it. Put it all away, and we're gonna grab 2 of these and sell them so we get 8 scrolls. At least we have a couple of ID scrolls on hand, and then we move back before the area disappears with our prophecy. But of course it's not gonna, because we have been prophesied to will hold the undead invasion. And of course if it has been prophesied, well, we can't not do it, can we? So there was a shield here. Yes, you. Excellent. Yeah. Let's enter the building and see if this was the prophesied farm.
I haven't slept. No one has
Ooh.
slept. Not for 3 days, not since the black storm
Just
in the
need a
northern
moment to
ranges.
catch my breath.
Not since the nightmares began. Violent and twisted night terrors. They whisper to us, tempt us, threaten us, beguile us. They promise terrible things in return for even more terrible acts.
The farmer's
My
time
husband,
came long
Daenerys,
ago.
went to Alliston to
His
find a
ruined
doctor who
home
might
the
help.
site of a dark harvest.
Okay, so we completed that part of the prophecy. Fallow at last. And it's gone. Also a pretty darn interesting looking wand here, 14%. But everything else is kind of meh. Sapphire ring, coral ring, well 30%. Let's keep it. And an iron ring just because. Okay, let's move on. So we already tagged this, so let's move on, have a chat with Kratin. Before we do that, of course, we're gonna have a chat with Bravalo, who's in the farm over here. This one. Bone Crunchers. What? You're not Bravalo. Bravalo, yes, you. Okay, I'm gonna drag you out just to so we have a more spectacular match. Here. 1, 2, 3. Actually getting them frozen exactly as my build was planning. So that's the good thing of mobs that have a lot of life. If you do enough damage to them, I think if you do enough damage to them to hit 5% of their maximum life, then at least they'll get chilled. And everything more than that, of course, increases the chill duration. And if you then crit on top of that, which I've got a 5% chance to do, it actually becomes frozen rather than chilled. So far level 16, I'm 17. I'm actually keeping up pretty well with the level curve here. Kraten's Fugs. monkeys, archers. I wonder if I'm gonna get a coin at the Kraken ambush, just because there's quite a bunch of guys that spawn there.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
Flame dash. I tend to use Flame Dash mostly for just navigating up and down difficult terrain height differences. And of course for traps in the labyrinth. While playing I often forget it, especially because I've got a Quicksilver flask, which is easier to use. Oop. Ooh, kill a rare monster with a Nemesis mod. Did I accidentally kill something off screen? Seriously? Because I don't actually recall seeing a Nemesis. Those are the orange ones. But apparently we did kill it. Okay, now we're gonna drop down here. Also, a sniper, 20% or 10% increased projectile speed is gonna be pretty darn useful. I still have no idea where that rare was hiding. You would expect a Nemesis to at least drop loot or something, right? Okay, never mind then. Guess this is the downside of a projectile build. If you don't see things dropping, you are gonna miss items that will drop. Or kills or stuff. The fact that you have to go out and kill as many mobs as possible to get the coins does promote you to do a little bit more exploring of areas than you normally would do. So there is an upside to that. There's our waypoint. And they're dead before the frost bomb goes off. On the other hand, frost bomb is there as a catch-all, as a safeguard. Ermeyer wants you to kill Kraken. Well, I want to kill Kraken as well. Elemental resistances are nice, but I would prefer the life here. Just keep dropping frost bombs and shooting in all directions. He's pretty easy to kill.
All that flashy sword swinging when all you need is one good stab.
One good stab? No. We're not the stabby kind of shadow today, mister. We are not. Get back in your role. You're a caster now. Behave like it. All you need is one good Frostbolt. Also, we sell things. This was not what I was hoping for. Buckskin Tunic is of course the next level. We need more decks to equip it. Yeah, evasion bonus is gonna make it worthwhile. But if we don't have enough decks, then, well, we can wait a very long time to actually do something with it. Let's see, Kraken's artifacts go here, then just put it in the sorting bin. A bit of a catch-all for just items I have to do something with at some point, but not right now. So that's one thing handled. We need more prophecies. So let's make a walk up to the Chamber of Sins. same instance, so we actually have a chance of getting ourselves another coin. More enemies, more chance for coins. Want more coins, by the way. More coins. Great Scout, and there we have Kalav, the Headstaver. Boom. Like bowling. Can you hit a strike and kill them all with a single Frostbolt? Line it up. I think a slightly faster projectile is not going to be a bad idea. On the other hand, slower with Vortex might have options as well. It really depends on how things shake out in the end. So I'm gonna run up until the waypoint. We'll see. Maybe we'll even do
my line of work, but this is something else.
Some of the other tasks on level 2. Depends a bit on how long this level takes. Let's see. Ooh, that's a lot of undead. Oh wow, superior added lightning damage support. So all the support gems now have the word support tagged onto the end to make it clear that they are support gems. Does result in some names being a bit long. 13% increased quality adds 6% lightning. So that's 0.5% per percent quality.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
So strongbox, that's ideal. Cast Firestorm, that's okay. We can deal with that. Also, why didn't I kill all of you before? Ah, Necromancer, you raise the dead, of course. You can run, but you cannot hide. Well, you can dodge. It's almost as bad as hiding. We're still mostly one-shotting most enemies. Frostbolt or the Frost Bomb does catch the things that I miss with my initial bowling ball. Okay. There is a rare somewhere. There, you. Viper Strike, well, that didn't really help you. Boom. Frostball is nice for just really mobbed up situations like this. I'm really curious to see how the final interaction is going to be with Vortex, how it is going to play. Definitely, no, contrary to in Contagion Essence Drain, Contagion didn't really stand up for itself. By itself it was a pretty lousy skill. Frostbolt is actually something that is very good just as a standalone skill. So in terms of just skill design, I think they definitely improved upon the Contagion Essence Drain design by making Frostbolt a really strong skill, and also by spacing them out a bit more. I mean, you don't get Vortex until level 31. You do rely a lot longer on just Frostbolt and you play with it and you really become to appreciate it for what it is. A really nice skill all by itself. But with that, I'm gonna end this episode and then I'll see you again next time when we enter the Chamber of Sins. Kill the guy with the lightning hands and go for the trials here and in the crypt. Then, depending on time, we might even enter the Western Forest. So, thank you for watching and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.